Anandananda. After this, Shri K.J. Alphons.
Oh. Chairman Sir, I strongly support the budget. First of all, a few sentences on the macroeconomic fundamentals of this nation. We are spending, last year we spent 2.64 crores more than what was budgeted. Generally, the main allegation from the opposition generally is, you are budgeting, you are preparing a document, but the money is being spent. We have spent the money, 2.64 crores more than what was budgeted. Now the question is, look at our fundamentals. Growth rate of 9.2%, which makes India the fastest growing large economy in the world. Not only that, yes madam, it's the fastest growing large economy in the world at 9.2%. Now, you can dispute my figures if you would like to. And according to IMF projections, madam, India is going to be the fastest growing large economy over the next 3 years. These are all projections, but this is a fact, 9.2%. Your fiscal deficit of 6.9% is one of the lowest globally because pandemic is something which the world never faced. As my friend Sudhanshu mentioned here, the biggest tragedy in the history of the world, and look at the way India faced it. And the answer was very simple. We provide whatever is necessary. Government went to any extent to provide purchasing power in the hands of the people, to create medical facilities, to vaccinate 170 crore people in this country. Madam, still the fiscal deficit is only 6.9% and it is projected to come down to 6.4% this year. I have a slight difference of opinion on this because I believe in these times of pandemic, when your consumption needs to increase dramatically, you don't need to go for physical austerity. You don't really need to confine your fiscal deficit to 6.4%. Even if it goes up a little bit, it does not really matter. Your foreign exchange reserves, $634 billion, one of the highest in the world. Your FDI, $89 billion, one of the highest in the world. Your tax realization, buoyant, direct as well as indirect taxes. Your exports, historical. Madam, this places Indian economic, the macro fundamentals of Indian economy on an extremely sound footing in these difficult times. I'm not saying we are out of the woods. We still need to do more. That is precisely why the Modi Sarkar needs to be here for many more years to come because, madam, we don't claim to have done everything. Yes. We are in the process of doing it. There's a big debate going on names who are mentioned, that the rich have grown richer and therefore find a solution, madam. This has been the argument of India's socialism for the past 75 years. What's been the solution? Names were mentioned. That the wealth of X and Y, two people have gone up by X%. Madam, the wealth of one man, Elon Musk, you know how much it has gone up over the past 1 year? 1,016%. Elon Musk's wealth has gone up. Are you aware of this? The founder of Google, Larry Page, his wealth has gone up by 126%. The wealth of Bezos has gone up by 67%. The lowest among all these people, top 10 is Bill Gates, gone up by 30%. Madam, global inequalities exist. It's a fact, or you want to accept or not. 3.3 billion people in the world live below $5 a day. Global inequalities are a fact. What is the solution of the opposition? What's the solution of the opposition? They have not used the word kill the rich. They have not used it. But what did you try to do for 70 years? What was the income tax in India in the 80s? 97.5% tax the rich, kill them. You killed them till a sensible man called Narasimha Rao came and said, and along with Manmohan Singh said, sorry, this is not practical. We need to liberate the animal forces of the private sector. We need investment. They had the courage to do it. I place on record the appreciation. Yeah. Narasimha Rao, Manmohan Singh, they did it. But of course, slice by slice, the country was sold off. Slice by slice. In my book,
Yes, yes.
I've written.
Yes, yes. Nikalo. Yes, very good.
I've written a very objective books. It's not an adulatory book. There are a million facts in this. Yeah, Suresh, there are a million facts on this. I vouch for it. Anybody can challenge me. In my introduction, epilogue, which is actually the introduction book, I've said, every prime minister who has been in power has done something good for India. Nehru loved the country passionately. He laid the foundations of science and management education in India. Indira Gandhi had the courage to stand up to global bullies. Rajiv Gandhi could charm the world with his youthfulness and spirit of enterprises. Many of them had their share of failures, some colossal, Madam Colossal. My father was a soldier, fought the Second World War, Battle of Kohima. He's lucky he didn't die. As a son of a soldier, let me tell you, I'm extremely proud of the man Narendra Modi, who is the Prime Minister of India, because he has the guts, he has the courage to stand up for India. When 38,000 square kilometers of Indian territory was swallowed by China in 1962, somebody raised the issue in the parliament, Nehruji, what is happening? Why did you do? He said, sorry, not a blade of grass grows there. What is the point? We haven't lost anything. So somebody pointed out, Nehruji, on your head there is not one hair. Why do you need your head? Why didn't you chop it off? Parliament debate. Sir, as a son of a soldier, I feel proud when we take on our enemies in Balakot, when we take them on Pangdong So, when we take them on Galwan Valley, when our defense forces are strengthened. Here, former defense ministries are record saying we will not create any infrastructure on the corridor, on the borders, because the enemy can march in. On record, you want to see the video? The former defense minister, we don't want to create the infrastructure. We are building 1,133 kilometers of roads on the borders. Advanced landing fields, latest aircrafts. Now 68% of arms being produced. One will say, why are you giving it to the private sector? Sir, learn from global community. The best equipments in the whole world are produced by the private sector, not by the defense ordnance factories. Did you have boots, sir? Did you have bulletproof vests for our soldiers when you people were in power? Did you have? We got them, sir. We empowered them. We gave them money, sir. As a son of a former soldier, I'm proud of my Prime Minister. And here was a prominent member of the parliament speaking the other day saying, India is bowing its head in front of the international community. Madam, look at the way the Kargeji was saying. Hey, you Christian community, you have been persecuted. Come on. Where is your space in this country? Sir, I've never seen such happiness on the face of the Pope as when we embraced India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi. I've never seen such happiness. American president went to see him. He did not embrace. He offered to go nearby. He pushed back. The biggest moral leader in the world, when he embraced Modi, that was the biggest sign of happiness. Where is Modi, sir? Where is Modi? And you people spread the canard that Christians have been persecuted in India. A party which burned alive 5,500 people in Delhi say, when the banyan tree falls, it is bound to happen, sir. I paid my little. I was in Kerala those days. When I came back to Delhi as Commissioner DDA, I paid my little bit back. The first building I demolished, sorry, being autobiographical, the first building I demolished belonged to the leader of that gang, HKL Bhagat. Let me name the man. And what was the size of the building I demolished first in Delhi? 2 lakh square feet, just 2 lakh square feet. I paid back. This was my little paying back to the country. Sir, you can accuse me. You can accuse me of being a mouthpiece of the capitalists. I think, sir, any person who creates job in this country, let me name the people because you named them. Be it Reliance, be it Ambani, be it Adani, be it anybody, they must be worshipped. Yes, because they provide jobs. Manoj Jaji, let me tell you. Yes, Manoj Jaji, your leader, your party, your leader.
Please address the chair.
Sorry, don't interrupt me.
Mr.
They
Alphons.
get cattle feed meant for the
Mr.
cattle.
Alphons.
What did you do? How many jobs have you created? Let me ask
Honourable
members of the
member.
parliament here, except for the few
Honourable
industrialists.
member.
How many jobs have we created individually?
Honourable
How many?
member.
We don't create created jobs, sir, Manoj. The people who invest money, Ambani, Adani, every industrialist who creates money in this
Honourable
country,
member,
they create
please
jobs.
address the chair.
Just create the job. They need
Honourable-
to be respected. They need to be respected.
Honourable member, please address the
Madam,
chair.
madam,
Don't talk
they might
amongst
think,
yourselves.
They might think I'm the
Please
voice of the
address the
capitalists.
chair.
Yes, I was with Mr. Mukesh Ambani in Time magazine's list of 100 young global leaders. I haven't had a coffee with Mr. Mukesh Ambani ever, not with Ambani ever. I have not taken a meal from anybody. You come to my house and see, my house is a commune, true commune, Mr. Jaji. You come and see. There are 43 people living in my house. Yesterday, one small little baby was born yesterday. We had a huge reception for 43 people living in my house as a commune. Come and see.
Honourable
Sir,
member,
in this
please
country,
address the chair.
every country, madam.
Please address the chair. You
Madam,
don't
every
get
country,
into
madam,
conversation.
honors people who create jobs. This country, this parliament, this house, people sitting out there, you shame them. You shame them, madam. They must be,
Address the chair.
yes, madam. They must be honored, they must be recognized. And if I'm using the word, an exaggerated word, pardon me.
Honourable member, you'll have to wind up. You have only few
Madam, I
seconds
hardly
left.
begun. Madam, who do we?
your time is over.
Let me come to the next couple of points. All these
Your
things we
time
have,
is
we
over.
have
You
done.
have 12 minutes.
The Prime
There's only
Minister,
1 minute.
over the past 4 years, past 7 years, spent most of the money on creating infrastructure for the poor. Madam, when we built 11 crore toilets, did the angels from heaven come and build these toilets?
You'll have to
If
wind
you-
up. Honourable member,
If
you
you
have just a
build
minute.
11 crore toilets, you multiply 11 by at least 10. That is 110 crore mandates. When we built 2 crore houses, madam, you multiply that by 500 houses per house. That makes it 1,100 crore mandates, madam. Every one of these. When you build hospitals, when you build roads, 850 crore mandates were created by building roads. Is it not employment?
Honourable member, your time is over.
Is it not employment?
Please wind
Is it
up.
not employment? And
Please wind up.
My last point.
I will have to call the next speaker.
My last point. Please permit me.
Please conclude.
I'm concluding. My last point. Should we sell our public sector? Madam, it is our money which is invested. Air India ate up 65,000 crores. When should we privatize? Privatize them when their value is highest.
Okay, thank
not
you.
when they are finished. Not
Thank
when they
you,
are
Mr.
broken.
Alphons.
So, no, on LIC, we are not privatizing, we are only giving 4 to 5% of that equity to the public who created the wealth.
You'll have to
Sir,
wind
this
up.
is the time to sell it. This is the time to sell it.
You'll have to wind
when
up.
it has a value, please sell it because this is the value for the people.
Thank you.